Oh man, we back. Like we never left. What up, what up, what up? Oh man. Oh man. What up, what up, what up? Yeah, PW is racing. So PW is racing for the next week and a half plus. So you got to catch him when you catch him, to be honest, right? Because I'm sure he'll be doing some random streaming, guys. He streamed last night for like 5 hours. So if you didn't catch him last night, he's in the desert doing some racing right now. You got to love it. The market is trash. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of stuck in a range, guys. Same range before grabbing some lunch here. So, hey, you got up to that 717 area, and then you had a pullback. So we're stuck in a big old range. Just for illustration purposes. So that range is still holding, chat. So we have not been able to get above 24,000 opening range, basically breakout candle, right? 24,000 up here to 765 area. Haven't been able to put in a higher high, guys, right? We've had some resistance. You had Trump speaking. And right now, we had an attempt to kind of go higher from 24,000, like 725. You had a pullback. So now the question remains, will we be able to expand back up here, back above 696, or are we going back to the bottom of the range? That's the question, guys. But never fear. The afternoon stream is here. We don't know what we're going to get, right? We don't know if it's going to be good or not. But make no mistake about it, we're out here. We're gonna find out. Forming so tired of the ranging lately. Yeah, Mega, trust me, you're not the only one. Forming a triangle on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, I know. I see that. I mean, you gotta basically call it what it is, right? We're stuck in a range, guys. That's the that's the thing. So now, if we can kind of hold this low, if we stay above 650 area, then we could be headed back to 722. Maybe this is a push here that'll kind of push us higher. The 1 hour chart, previous 1 hour chart looks pretty good for a pop. Maybe a retracement to try to retest these wicks at 724. So I am watching that. So above 96, guys, I'm looking for longs, to be honest, right? Above 96, I'm looking for a long for a push probably back to 724 or higher. That's how I'm going to play that, guys. Previous 1 hour candle was bullish as well, so I'm playing into that thought process that maybe we'll get continuation to the upside. What did you eat? Yeah, Raising Cane's. Shout out to Raising Cane's, guys. 3-piece chicken tender with a Coke. If you want to know, somebody wanted to know what I had for lunch. You didn't roll over yet, Matt? Nah, that'll be tonight. That'll be tonight. Cane's is gross. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's pretty decent. Something quick, nothing too crazy, chat. And we back. Do me a solid if you can, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We're out here rocking out. Morning session, afternoon session. Let's go. You ever had Dave's Hot Chicken? Yeah, I have. I'm not a fan though. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I feel like it was. I had it twice. I tried it twice, and I feel like Cane's fries are a little bit. I think they're better seasoned, and I think the tenders are better seasoned, guys. I'm not gonna lie. All right, there's the pop there, guys. Right, so can we get continuation here? So I called out the long on the previous candle's high break. We just got the break. Can we get back up here to like 725? We're gonna find out, guys. So we had to break to the upside, put in a higher high, but are we gonna get continuation up here? Are we gonna get chopped? That's the question. 30-minute candle could be ready to push here. 15-minute candle definitely looks like it wants to push to the upside, chat, but remains to be seen if we'll get follow through on the break. So only trading one contract here, guys. Obviously, right? The account's green. So we're gonna see if we can get some momentum here. So you definitely, if you're a bull, you want us up here to these previous highs, guys, 720 area or higher, right? And we're kind of stalling out. So that's not great that they can't break that. They can't get the continuation here. Let's go, baby. There's that pop, guys. Random pop out of nowhere. You got to love it. So you probably had nothing wrong with taking that profit, chat. So you had the pop there, and you're getting a bit of a stall. I wanted like 725. Might not get it. Right at 10 points there. 10 points. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Push. Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. That's right at a 20. That was almost 20 points. We'll take it, guys. We'll take the pop there on the upside. Drop a W in the chat. We back like we never left. Man, oh man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, guys. Let's go. All right, so somebody's gonna say it. Why did we try to take the long there? Well, I mean, you got to be realistic, guys. We got the range drawn out on the chart. If we're not breaking to the bottom of the range, we're going to attempt to bust through the top side of the range. And we just had a reaction right off. Basically 24,717. So you got to love it. So that was a 20-point winner for you. And we're just out here trying to make a little money. We'll take it, guys. Cray with little Ray. You're getting a bearish reaction now off of this level, right? So keep in mind, chat. So this level that we're referring to, 24,717, that's actually The opening range candle's high. 15-minute chart. Shout out to Kevin. He was down $1,000. Now he's back up 730. Let's go. What indicators do you use? Yeah, I only use you can see them right here, upper left-hand side of the screen. 14, 50, and 200 EMA. See where my cursor is going back and forth, up and down. You can see like this is trading view. So I got the 14, 50, and 200 EMA on my chart. That's it. But I'm using those in combination with price action. I'm trying to trade momentum. And a lot of times when prices and momentum, you're going to get basically these pushes, right? And you're looking for previous candles highs to be broken. You can kind of see on that last trade call out there that I took, you know, I kind of said, hey, I want us back above like 700 area. Once we broke above 700, guys, that was kind of telling me that bulls were back inside of, back ready to play, and you had about a 23-point pop to the upside. So let's go. Made no mistake though, chat. We are still ranging. Right? We are still ranging. So in a market like this, you got to take what you can get, chat. This isn't probably the best market to try to go for, you know, home runs. If that makes any sense. You're stacking your base hit trades. Right, 20 pointers. That was like a 20-point trade you could have copped there. I saw somebody said they picked up 18 points, and you're taking it as the market kind of presents itself. So D-Money, something big is coming. Look at how tight this is. Both the trend lines are about to meet bow for eclipse. Yeah, something's gonna happen, guys. We've been stuck inside of the same range since basically 9:30 this morning. But make no mistake about it that in Q, we've seen this multiple times trading power hour back in my early BDH days, right? Like starting out, where we can go until tomorrow in this range, guys. It just depends on what they want to do, right? Something's coming. I do agree on that. It's just a matter of what, and it's a matter of when, right? That's the only issue, guys. Like, we don't know when we're going to break outside of this range, but at some point we will, in either direction. Anybody that tells you anything other than that, guys, like they're lying, right? Because you've had basically, like I said, we've been inside of this range since 9:30 this morning. So we haven't been able to basically close above the high at 24,764, and we have not been able to close below the low, currently sitting at 24,610.75. So if you're going to trade it, you got to basically trade the range. That's it, right? Because that's what the market's giving at the moment. D, why don't you trade on TradingView? Ninja, Eric. Yeah. So typically I copy trade, guys. It just depends on like, the market, etc. So, but typically, I mean, you guys know that typically I'm copy trading. So I don't really trade directly off TradingView because of that. So just force a habit, I guess, right? You just switch over to Tradevate. Tradevate prop. Ariel, I was down negative 1,200. Now I'm only down negative 115. Hey, that's a win. That is a win, right? Sometimes you gotta take what you can get. In other words, don't believe what Jerome is talking. Oh man. I was already long from 684 and added a contract at DMONEY level and caught that pop. Made about 850 on that trade. Let's go. Sham. Yeah. Hey, guys, that's the point I think of the streams, chat, is, hey, sometimes you might enter before I enter, or PW, or if you see the same things on the chart and maybe you're trading a similar fashion, there's nothing wrong with that, guys. I'm happy to hear that, right? So you're fishing for yourself. You're actually, you're not just looking for a trade signal and all that, right? So, hey, congrats, man. I'm happy for you. 15 minute is so strange. 15-minute chart. Yeah, I mean, it's still a range, though, right? I mean, it's still ranging. This is where a lot of people get chopped, guys, because they can't accept that we're in a range, right? They cannot fathom that we're in a range and that you're able to buy inside of a range, etc., right? So they're kind of like, oh, like this has to drop. It doesn't have to do anything, right? So all you can do in a range, chat, is try to pick your spots where you feel pretty confident that price is going to have a reaction, whether bullish or bearish, based off of what you see and the levels that you're buying or selling at, right? That's it. And then you let the trade play out. You had Trump speaking, and then, I mean, we're still kind of like, and the crazy thing about it, we've seen this. How many times have we seen this, chat? We're still stuck inside the 15-minute opening range right now. So that's kind of telling you, what we're dealing with is 2:16 in the afternoon, and at the moment we're inside of the opening range. So that's where you overtrade. Yep. DG trades. Yeah. So that's why you got to pick your spots, chat. I'm a huge believer, kind of like in this kind of market, you pick your spots for your entry and then you take what you can get. That's it. Because other than that, you could easily get chopped. So it is encouraging that we're not breaking down lower, guys, right? So that could be a sign. Like if we pop these highs at like 724, then you could be looking for the top of the range, the extreme top of the range at this point, right? Which is like that 764 area. So that's how I would kind of evaluate that, chat. Above 725, you're looking for a possible break up to 760 or finding that 800 level, right? I still feel like that 800 level, guys, could be in play here. You got a lot of time on the current 1 hour chart. You got 42 minutes left. So there's a lot of time for some fireworks to the upside if they're gonna send this thing. Yo, DMONEY, you ever been called Pookie by another grown man? Be honest. J Max, absolutely not, sir. But I love you. Oh man. Translate 2171. Why am I not trading? I just called out a 20-point trade. So I just took a trade. Translate 2171. Oh man, gotta love it. So what's the next? Yeah, we gotta get a shirt. We gotta get a shirt made, guys. Yeah, like I said, if we pop 725, guys, have to feel pretty good about longs up to possibly 750 or higher, right? So if you're tuning in now, you missed a long setup that I took, about a 20-point trade to the upside on a long, right? Saw price basically respecting the EMAs on the 5-minute chart. Wanted the candle break of basically 700. Once we broke above 700, rode it up to the upside. So pretty basic trade there. Do you put buy stops in or manually enter when you say a level, please? Yeah, so typically I have buy stops in already up there, guys, because you're not going to be able to, right? You want the best entry you could possibly get. So, yeah, typically I have buy orders in. I would have like a buy market order in, or a limit order, sorry, up there for that break to the upside. We're not breaking down, but the question is going to be, do we have enough momentum? And basically what I'm doing, guys, if you look at the current 1-hour chart, you look at the previous candle's high, you want to break up that candle's high. See the high at 725? You want to break up that level before you're into the trade, right? Because you're like, oh, okay, we just broke above a 1-hour chart's previous candle high. So in theory, we should get some continuation to the upside, headed towards like 750 or higher. So that's the thought process. Whether or not that's going to happen remains to be seen. We got 1,800 people plus tuned into the show, guys. If you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. Took one trade so far for about pretty close to 20 points, right at it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Trying to get 1,000 likes, guys, which would put us over 3,000 on the day. We had 4,200 likes combined on Friday, which is cray with Lil Ray Ray. Appreciate the support, guys. So just being patient at this point. We know we're in a big old range, and you want to see who's in control at this level in the range. $30-minute candle is holding the 200 EMA, so I do see that. PW's actually racing cars, racing trucks, guys. So he's going to be doing some racing this week and I believe next week. So I'm sure he'll be popping onto the stream here and there. So stay tuned to the channel for updates. But he's doing some racing, guys. He's doing his thing. So you got D-Money. So I just dropped that. Let me pin that in the chat so everybody kind of knows. So, because I know that's gonna come up again, which is understood. But yeah, I know PW streamed yesterday, guys, for like 5 hours. So if you rocked out with him yesterday, you know, you're aware of that. So, but I'm sure, you know, he'll do some streaming here and there. But he's racing. I know he's in the desert right now because he posted a video. So while we kind of wait for this candle, you know, we'll see what happens with this candle, guys. Let's check out Warbucks BTC for the tournament info. Hold on 1 second. Let me switch to this real quick. And I'm just, let me kind of rephrase that, guys, so everybody kind of knows what I'm waiting for, right? You want a break of previous 1 hour candles high. If we can't break that high, then I'm not looking for longs at the moment, right? We need to get back above 725, in my opinion, for any kind of long setup. Which would confirm that this basically this candle is gonna hold, right? And we kind of push up to the upside with momentum. You want to see like a push above 725. So is this the time where they're going to ramp this thing up? We're going to find out, guys. Let's see if we get back above here. 726.75. Do they have enough energy to take us higher? Or are they going to stall this thing? At 1 hour candle, I mean, we got time, guys. That's the thing too, right? We got time for them to, if they really want to push this. We got over 30 minutes, and you're looking at 756 as the 200 EMA on the 1 hour chart. So that would have to be, in my opinion, an area of interest if we're going to get up there, guys. Maybe even 800 if they finally, right? Now, the thing is here, you got to be careful, guys, because you are at a reactionary level, which is the top of the ORB. And you don't want this to basically kind of stall out and lose momentum here. So the 1 hour chart looks bullish. There's a ton of time left though. 30-minute chart is bullish as well. 4 hour chart is bullish as well at the moment. But the bulls need to keep this, in my opinion, above the opening range candles high of 24,717, or else you're in for probably more downside here. Right, so you had a pop to 728, only 3 points, and then you had a pullback. So that's not great. So these highs up here, 761, we have not been able to kind of get back above them. If you draw a support area from this box, that level needs to be taken out, right? Above like 739. And you got a doji, right? You got a doji closing right on the range, guys. Right on the top of the range. So let's see what happens here, chat. Let's see if we get a push here to the upside. You lose 710. You're probably not looking for any more continuation at the moment for longs. New 15-minute candle as well. And you definitely want this to pick up speed if you're a bull, guys, at this point, right? Because if it slows down here, that's not great for the bullish momentum. You want to see this thing kind of pick up steam and bust through these highs. If it takes time and it starts to kind of stall out, this could be temporarily the top of the range for the time being. So so that's how I'm kind of reading it here. You got a lot of room to the downside, maybe for a deeper retracement if they can't get price going. So all the way to the EMA at 694. And temporarily, it looks like that's the top of the range, guys. Right? It looks like the top of the range is holding, and we're not going to break it at the moment, right? So 15-minute candle, previous candle is bullish. You got no bottom wick on the current 15-minute candle as well, right? Very small bottom wick. So no follow through on that little break to the upside, and you're getting a sell-off here to the bottom of you're taking out previous candles lows, and you're getting back close to the EMA, which is 24,702. So no follow through. Price was able to put in a higher high though at 728 compared to looking immediately to the left at these highs, but then you got to sell off right back down. How do you gain the mental muscle not to trade on these days? Basically, you're just looking for like that 20-point trade that I called out. You're looking for like a sweet spot on the chart where there's room to the upside where you can kind of measure it. See, like these, what you don't like to see is like these little, I guess you can call it like pokes above the previous high, and then you get here's a doji, right? It's like, well, is that a convincing candle? I'm not so sure as far as continuation to the upside. You're just trading what's in front of you, right? The last time we were up here, guys, at basically 120, we had a sell-off to 24,653. So you're just basically trying to be patient and wait for the market to give you something decent, right? I mean, you would have to think if we're able to pop these highs that we're gonna head higher. So we'll see. So the range continues for the time being. You do have a pretty strong looking 1 hour candle that has about 25 minutes and 40 seconds left. And the 200 EMA is sitting at 24,750. Nvidia dumping. What up, DMONEY, top 40 brand? Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Yeah, just trying to frame another setup, guys. But I mean, when you start seeing like these candles kind of poke through highs and then they start kind of pulling back, that's not momentum in the market, right? That's actually resistance. It's kind of like it's having a hard time. So you don't want to see that. You want to start seeing strong candle bodies like bust through these areas with momentum and then continuation. So and you can see these lows down here that if they don't want higher, you could get a flush to the downside. Back towards the bottom of the range. Which will put us at like 24,000, like 668. Yeah, this 15-minute candle does not look too hot right now. I mean, you still got a ton of time left though, guys. On the 15-minute candle, right? You pop 725, you would be looking for longs, but if it stays below 725, then you would probably be targeting down here, like 668 area. Trump was speaking earlier. Yeah, Trump spoke today, right before I went to lunch. He was speaking. But that's all that I saw on the calendar for today. I didn't see him speaking this afternoon at all. So yeah, he was scheduled to go on at 11:30, and of course it was late, so he was speaking a little earlier. No more news, it looks like, on the horizon until tomorrow. So it looks like we are in the clear from that standpoint, but make no mistake about it, a Trump tweet could happen at any moment. So, and we're refusing to break down, guys, fully. So when you start kind of seeing that, that's an indication that the bulls are fighting and they might want to take this thing higher. Right? Because we're not flushing to the downside so far. Meaning that we get back up here. See how we're kind of curling over? You take out 725, you're looking for maybe to the top of the range. They have enough energy to keep it up there. All right, so that's 725 again, guys. Right? We just hit we just hit 725 again. So they literally, we're in a smaller range at the moment. Let's kind of map this out, guys. Kind of see what I'm talking about, right? So this is the range that we're stuck in right now. Sorry, sir, but I want to know the basic thing for your price action. Yeah, you're kind of listening to it right now. I mean, but unfortunately, we're ranging, right? We've been stuck in a range since 9:30 this morning. So if you missed a morning stream, called out multiple trades there, I'm trying to trade momentum in the market, right? You get a break above this range, 728, you have to be targeting higher highs above 760. But it's funny, guys, because for the last few candles, right, we've literally been stuck in 23-point range, guys. I mean, that's it's getting real tight now. It's getting real tight. So you break the top of the range, you're looking for 760 or higher, maybe even 800. When you're looking for an entry, do you take an open candle pushing through your level or wait for that candle to close? But you could, it's up to you how you want to trade it, right? So if you're a breakout trader, you're trying to trade momentum, a lot of times you're going to have orders sitting above the break, right? Once it breaks, you're into the trade. Putting your stop below the previous candle as an example, because you're trying to anticipate more upside in this case to follow. We're getting tight, guys. Something's coming here. You get momentum through 728. You could be possibly looking for 800, guys. But you need follow through for that to happen and momentum to continue, and not basically just break the high and then pull all the way back. So that's what's been happening. Right over the last few candles, you kind of get a high put in and then it pulls all the way back on you. So that was about 20 points off the EMA. Oh man, we're gonna try a long here, guys. So I'm long. I'm gonna try it. We'll see if we get chopped or not. Entry was 729. And you got a pullback already. Trying to see if we'll get follow through to break out of this range to the top of the range, at least to 763. Or are we going to get chopped? So it's not looking good here in the short term, guys. So entry on the trade was 729.25. Wanted continuation. We're literally stuck in a crazy range right now, guys. This is like this is probably the worst that I've seen, as far as we're in a 23-point range right now. So if we can't break out of this and we start retracing, that's not ideal price action, obviously. So like the range has gotten smaller and smaller, so something's coming. So I'm just trying to anticipate there's going to be more upside here, but you need follow through for that to happen. The higher time frames are bullish. I'm referring to the 1 hour, 4 hour, etc. So you want to curl over here in a pop, but we shall see. We've been ranging since 9:30, guys, in this same area, right? So something has to happen here. You would think. I can imagine the quants laughing their butts off, putting us in a 20-point chop. Yeah, it's like crazy. We're literally in a 20-point range, guys. I haven't seen that. I can't tell you the last time I've seen that, chat. So, gonna give this a little bit of time here. And, you know, you got to laugh about it. That, I mean, I can't remember the last time we've been in a 20-point range on NQ. That's cray with Lil Ray Ray. So if they push it, which, you know, remains to be seen, we're gonna find out here. If they push this thing to the upside, guys, 60 area, it's about 40 points, 37 points right from here. So you gotta love it. So if you're wondering the range that we're kind of like referring to, this is the range, guys. As we're kind of waiting, right? Because not much is going on. And we're coming back down. So this is where we're getting like that 20-25 point range from. So if it breaks, obviously, to the bottom, 705, which I probably won't give it that much room, then I'm going to scrap it. It's taking a lot of time here. That's not great for bears, the amount of time it's taking, because you want to see it basically flush to the downside if you're a bear. But we're going to find out. We're going to do a poll coming up here, chat, as well, right? Because if they're going to push this to the upside, we're so tight in this range, guys, that you might have an explosion going into the close or something. Who knows, right? We got to, that's why I'm not going to, right? If this doesn't go, might have another trade setup coming, but because you're coming up on that 3 o'clock hour. I don't want to see it break the previous candle's low, guys. Like, start breaking previous candle's lows on the 5-minute chart. So I'm going to put a stop here at basically right at that low. So you give it like 15 points. And we'll see if this thing can, if it's going to pop or not, right? That's all I'm going to give it. Not going to give it much room there. Because, you know, you might have another trade set up going into the 3 o'clock hour if they're going to stall this and play around, right? Because they're not moving it at all. 1 hour chart I saw was bullish, and as well as the 4 hour. So, right, you're just not getting a follow through here. So took a couple of trades, right? You had a 20-point winner. This trade is not looking too hot. The momentum kind of died down. We're stuck in a 23-point, 24-point range. And I don't like that, right? I don't even want to give it more than, I'm going to close it, guys. I'm not going to give it more than 10 points. I don't like that price action. So I scrapped that trade. NQ's going nowhere. Right? I don't like the price action there. So if they're going to pop this to the upside, they're not ready to move it yet. Gave it about 10 points. Didn't like the price action, close the trade. 23, 24 point range. Well, let's measure that to be exact, right? So you can get an idea of what we're... Oh, now 29. So we're in a 29 point range, guys. At the moment. No top wick on the current candle. 5-minute chart. W wristband spin. Oh yeah, guys. I'm not gonna give this. This is ridiculous, right? Like 20-point range. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. I'm not gonna give it much room, guys, at all, right? I didn't give that trade much room. It is what it is. Because you got to understand, right? It's kind of like, in the back of your mind, we had a rejection here the last time we were up at this level multiple times. So, why is it stalling? Why is it taking so long if they're really gonna pop it? So that's the thought process, guys. A lot of times you're better off just scrapping a trade and looking for a better setup to come going into the 3 o'clock hour, right? So we got we're rolling here, guys, right? Close out that trade. Didn't like the price action. We got 2,400 people tuned into the show. Do me a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. NQ has decided to basically get stuck in a smaller range now of about 29 points, guys. So, oh, man. You got to think something's coming for Power Hour, right? If this is the case. Something good could be coming. Typical, probably won't move until the last 10 minutes. Yeah, that could be the case, guys. That could be the case. So, and if that is the case, right, all you can do is basically protect your accounts, guys. Right? Don't give a setup a ton of room. Like, if you don't like the price action, close it out and look for the next setup. I saw basically higher time frame was looking pretty good, right? Now all of a sudden the 15-minute candle's bearish, 30-minute candle's bearish, 1-hour candle's still bullish, and the 4-hour is still bullish. But you've lost the momentum temporarily on the 15 and 30-minute chart to the upside. So you now, if you're like kind of trading this, guys, where you're like, hey, I'm buying here and I'm putting my stop at 704 because we've had like multiple times, right, where we've kind of put in a high, come down, put in a higher low, and then we push like back out of this area. So you're buying like the bottom of the little range that we're in, the little 30-point range that we're in. It's technically a better entry than the breakout because that's what's been basically happening, right? You've been getting these wicks established and then you get a push like right back up off the level, right? And basically put in a new high. So I'm kind of watching here to see what the price action does down here right off the EMA. So this is the 5-minute chart. You're having a reaction so far off the 24,711 area. You want to see how we end up, right? Do we break out of this box to the downside now? Or do we push right back up? And you see how we're pushing back up, guys, like temporarily. It's like doesn't mean that's gonna hold though, right? And we got less than 5 minutes left on the current 1 hour candle that's gonna put us officially into power hour. How much are you up? I'm up 1,700 on this account. 1,750. Just took a like 10-point loss on the last trade, right? Pretty much got chopped. No follow through, so I closed that trade out for like a 10-point loss. It is what it is. Couple minutes left. We'll drop a poll, guys, and see how you guys are feeling going into power hour officially. Something's coming, chat, because you know you can only hang out in a 30-point range so long before there's an explosion. So. So we're dropping a poll. Want to see what you guys think, up or down going into power hour. Keep in mind we're in the 30-point range, guys, so something's gonna come, right? More than likely. This is like almost comical right now, like looking at this, guys. In the 30-point range. Like, come on, man. Oh, boy, you gotta love it. Easy liquidity to the top. Well, a lot of the chat right now, guys, 58% feel that we're gonna go up at going into power hours. So 56% so far out of 279 votes. So we got some time here. You just broke the bottom of that range. And getting a reaction. So let's see what happens here. This is definitely not ideal price action. You got to say that. About 38 seconds left. 1 hour candle still bullish. 30-minute candles bearish. So that's not great. 15-minute candles bearish as well. Looking like a rejection of the top of that zone, guys. The range. And we just broke to the downside, right? You got a few seconds left, about 12 seconds left, and you'll be in the 3 o'clock hour. So I guess the question is going to be, where can they trap a lot of people, guys, right? Initially, at the open of this 1 hour candle. And right back inside of that range, guys. This is cray with Lil Ray Ray. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. So they refuse. So the longer they kind of hang out up here, guys, and they refuse to take this thing drastically lower, you have to be leaning towards longs, right? In my opinion, being a momentum trader. So you break 718. Or the high of this candle, which is, yeah, 718.25. You could be targeting a break finally to the upside. But you got to trend carefully here, chat, because we could easily kind of get stuck in this range until that last 10 minutes. Somebody called that out earlier. And unfortunately, that's what it could be shaping up for. Generally, the market doesn't take out both previous day high and previous day low. Previous day low has already been taken. If it does that, the market reverse there on in. Yeah, it just depends, Carlo. Though we got to see right what happens. Somebody said, "Flush it." You're over trading at this point, Scott. What do you mean I'm over trading? I haven't. Like, what do you mean? You gotta love when people like tell you that you're doing something, guys, right? It's like, oh, you're over trading. What am I over trading? I had a trade on for a long for a breakout. It didn't work. I closed the trade. So I'm not sure like what, like. Yeah, D, you're over trading, bro. Lock it. Guys, it's pretty basic, right? I mean, I tried for a breakout. The trade didn't work. I gave it 10 points. I mean, I closed the trade out. The trade before that was a 20-point winner. So I don't know how I'm over trading, but hey, to each his own, you know? Yeah, can you talk less, D? Yeah, I know, right? All right, so you're getting a rejection here, guys. You're getting something here happening. You're getting a rejection to the downside. Okay. All right, we like that. Something. Give us something. Yeah, so yeah, all right. So we know we were stuck in a 29-point range, guys. And we had a break to the downside outside of that range. This is going to continue. You could be looking very quickly down here to 24,654 or lower, right? Because that's like the, let me draw that level out. You like the rejection wick off of 24,717, basically right off the opening range candles high as well. So you lose, see See, the problem is, guys, there's an EMA right there, but 692, right? So you could get a flush. There it is. Right, so you stay below 690. You get back, or you get back below here now. So that low that was put in 688, you would be targeting down here at like 650. Right, so if they can if they get it back below 688, you would be targeting down here this box that I have drawn out on the chart. But not clean, not too clean, guys. You're getting like back and forth, nasty price action. So yeah, that 688, like, so 688, right? You basically call it that, 688. You get back below 688. Looking for a more short downside, potentially to lower 600s. So we could not put in more highs up here, guys, right? So you're like, okay, so we rejected the top of the range. So where would we be headed? Well, if they're going to continue to range this, we're headed back to the bottom of the range. That's the thought process. But it's always funny how price like slows down like after. So you had like this indecision candle, and then you had like, oh, okay, we're gonna flush this thing, and then now they're kind of taking a long time, right, to kind of make up its mind where they want to take price. So let me kind of map out that area, guys, so you guys can see what I'm talking about, right? You kind of lose that area. You would be looking for this box, basically, right? If they can get price and momentum to the downside. So that's, for me, is like the line in the sand, chat, for bears, is that below that box, right? Below that line. Bulls want to keep it above the 50 EMA and kind of yoke it back the opposite direction. And there it is, right? There's the yoke right back up. So this is choppy chop suey. No follow through as of yet. And you have to kind of look at that candle, guys, and be like, hey, why, you know, who bought that from down there at that level? There was some strength that kind of popped back into the market. So the longs here, guys, could be a crazy pop coming here for longs. That was a yoke. Look at that yoke, guys. Right back to 723. So longs are in play now. Bulls are back in control. Make no mistake about it. Currently got a bullish engulfing candle as well on a 5-minute chart, guys. So I like that volatility there. Trying to quick long. There you go, guys. There's the pop. 20 points, 25 points. Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. So took that pop there. Basically, guys, what happened? Oh, my God. Wow. Let's go. There is the pop through the top of the zone, guys. We knew something was coming. We talked about it. We said the Bulls were back in control. And if you took the W there, drop a W in the chat. Oh, man. Bait no fear, the pump is here. You gotta love it. Cray cray with Lil Ray Ray. Man, oh man, guys, we knew that 800 level plus was an area of interest if they got this thing going to the upside, guys. We talked about that multiple times. So once again, we're not just making up levels. The high of the current candle is 24,816. So I kind of said the bulls were back in charge, guys. If you kind of listen to when I'm starting to say that stuff, I'm kind of telling you that you know, you got to pivot to long bias because of that crazy price action, guys, and that bottom wick on the 5-minute chart. So we're at $2,200, guys. We'll take it, right? We got chopped on the one trade. So the guy that was saying that we're over trading, he said we're over trading. I love you. I love you. Oh man. You gotta love it. Let me grab a water, guys. Hold on one second. All right, so y'all welcome if you were paying attention. Yeah, trading bars. Hey, it's cray cray with Lil Ray Ray, right? So what did we see, guys? Let's talk through that long setup there, right? And it happened really quick. If you weren't kind of listening, guys, you weren't going to catch that, right? Because that momentum in that candle was cray cray. So we had the levels drawn out here. We had a consolidation box, the range. Once price kind of formed that bottom wick, guys, and we saw it pushing up, and it broke this candle's high at 720. That was basically kind of like saying, like, right back above the 14, back above the 50, that we're gonna expand to the upside higher. That was a crazy pop, guys. Crazy pop of 97 points above that candle's high. That candle high at 1500. So you gotta love it. Right back down. Right back down. So hopefully you took profit and you didn't hold. $40-point trade, nice. Okay. Cray cray drop and cray cray pop. Hey, when you right, you right, because guess what, guys? This drop is just as big as the pop. You gotta love when that happened. That's why you always want to take profit when it's in front of you, chat. My personal opinion. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but when you see a pop that crazy, chat, the range of the 5-minute candle, previous candle, was actually 97 points. It's probably a good idea to take profit, chat, in one candle, right? When you're talking almost 100-point 5-minute candle at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we've been stuck in that crazy range. Now, in theory, right, if you're like, okay, well, we got momentum in the market to the upside. This is just a sharp pullback. Okay, so if you're buying, if you bought down here off the lows, 700 level, basically, right? Like 700, your stop would be 690. So you would be giving this trade right now, if you're in the long, 10 points and you're trying to ride it back to the upside. But I don't like that reversal, guys. So I'm not gonna take that trade. And we might have gotten the best price action for the afternoon, to be honest, chat. We might have just got it, right? You had almost a 100-point candle to the upside, and you had a 100-point basically sell off plus to the downside, guys. So you had basically a 200-point swing in the last 10 minutes. So you might have gotten the best price action that you're going to get, to be honest. So it's very interesting that we're getting like we got this crazy move. I mean, guys, is MOC really gonna be better than that? Jensen of Nvidia just announced 1 trillion order backlog, probably what sent the market soaring. Yeah, let's check that, guys. All right, that long would have been playing out right now, chat, to be honest, right? You could have got about 20 plus points. I think you get a bounce here as well, right back up. But like I said, I'm not interested in it. Yeah, guys, that was Nvidia. That was Nvidia, chat. They're doing a keynote, and they're currently live. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Let me see if I can find this here. One second, guys. I got it here. It's on YouTube.
The faster you could, of course, respond, but very importantly, the faster you can inference, the larger the models, the more context you could process, the more tokens you can think through. This axis is the same as smartness of the AI. And so this is the throughput.
So made no mistake about it, guys. Nvidia caused that bullish reaction in the market.
The AI, the lower your throughput. Makes sense. You're thinking longer. Okay, and so this axis is the speed, and I'm going to come back to this. This is important. This is where I torture all of you, but it's too important. Every CEO in the world, you watch, every CEO in the world will study their business from now on in the way I'm about to describe. Because this is your token factory. This is your AI factory. This is your revenues. There's no question about that going forward. And so this is the throughput. This is the intelligence. Better perf per watt for a given power of data center, the more throughput, the more tokens you can produce. On this side is cost. Notice, Nvidia is the highest performance in the world. Nobody would be surprised by that. They would be surprised by the fact that in one generation, whereas Moore's Law would have given us, through transistors, 50%, 2 times, Moore's Law would probably give us 1.5 times more performance. You would have expected from Hopper H200 1.5 times higher. Nobody would have expected 35 times higher. I said last year at this time that NVIDIA's Grace Blackwell NVLink 72 was 35 times perf per watt. Nobody believed me. And then semi-analysis came out, and Dylan Patel had a quote. He accused me of sandbagging. He accused me of sandbagging. He says, Jensen sandbagged. It's actually 50 times. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. And so our cost per token, our cost per token is the lowest in the world. You can't beat it. I've said before, if you have the wrong architecture, even if it's free, it's not cheap enough. And the reason for that is because no matter what happens, you still have to build a gigawatt data center. You still have to build a gigawatt factory.
I like that. I like that jacket, chat. I like that jacket.
For 15
that jacket's
years,
clean.
amortized across, that gigawatt factory is about $40 billion. Even when you put nothing on it, it's $40 billion in. You better make for darn sure you put the best computer system on that thing so that you could have the best token cost. Nvidia's token cost is world-class, basically untouchable at the moment. And the reason that's true is because of extreme co-design. And so I'm very happy that he named us there was a monkey king, token king. Well, we take all of our software.
Jacket only for billionaires, D.
Vertically integrate, but we horizontally open. Vertical integration, horizontal open. We integrate all of our software and all of our technology, however we could package it up and integrate it into the world's inference service providers. And these companies are growing so fast. They're growing so fast. Fireworks, Lynn is here, Together. They're just growing so incredibly fast. 100 times in the last year. They are token factories. And the effectiveness, the performance, and the token cost production capability for their factories is everything to them. And this is what happened. We updated their software, same system, and notice their token speeds, incredible. The difference before Nvidia updated everything and all of our algorithms and software and all the technology that we bring to bear, about 700 tokens per second average went to nearly 5,000, 7 times higher. And so this is the incredible power of extreme co-design. I mentioned earlier the importance of factories. This is the importance of factory. Your data center, it used to be a data center for files. It's now a factory to generate tokens. Your factory is limited no matter what. Everybody's looking for land, power, and shell. Once you build it, you are power limited. Within that power limited infrastructure, you better make for darn sure that your inference, because you know inference is your workload and tokens is your new commodity, that compute is your revenues, that you want to make sure that the architecture is as optimized as you can. In the future, every single CSP, every single computer company, every single cloud company, every single AI company, every single company, period, are going to be thinking about their token factory effectiveness. This is your factory in the future. And the reason why I know that is because everybody in this room is powered by intelligence. And in the future, that intelligence
everything dropping. Yep.
By tokens. So let me show you how we got here.
All right, so you're getting a sell-off here, guys. The market's not necessarily liking what was said. We just tapped this. We broke below this level that I had drawn out, that support level to the downside, right? So we kind of flushed that level, 24,688. So saw quite a few people, they took shorts off of the bounce to the upside. So congrats to you if you printed on the shorts. Hey, D-Money, where's the next setup? Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, guys, I don't, right? We don't know if, I mean, right now, the momentum is to the downside, clearly. We just kind of lost these levels. If you missed it, you know, we had a crazy pump to the upside. I saw a lot of W's in the chat. You had a crazy 100-point pop to the upside, 100-plus pop to the downside. So, you know, I'm not sure if you're going to get in 2 candles, basically that kind of momentum going into the close, guys, to be honest, right? Maybe we do, because you know, there's going to be maybe a knee-jerk reaction kind of going into the close, but man, oh man. More selling pressure here, chat. So the bears are back in control, and you're going to see more than likely a lot of volatility to the downside if we lose this little support area, 650, right? We lose 650, you have to be targeting basically the bottom of the range, which is at 611 or lower. So I would say keep an eye out for that. So if we lose like this 650 area, you're targeting probably really quickly down to 610 or lower, chat. We were stuck in a range for, we've been stuck inside of this range that we're in since 9:30 this morning. We broke out of a 30-point range that we were kind of hanging out in since 2:15, and then now we're kind of trending obviously to the downside at the moment, right? So a lot of bearish momentum in the market, and it's hard to be bullish at the moment. The bears are in control, so this is a reactionary level from the last time we were there. Is that enough to kind of hold us and send us back the opposite direction? We're gonna find out. That one pop made me 6,500 on NDX calls. Nice. Is the bad price action maybe due to the futures contract rollover? No, I mean, I think this is you got volatility based off Nvidia, to be honest. That's what that was, guys. If you missed it and you're tuning in now, I mean, I hate that timing that you had, right? Because we just had you're not even, you really, I'll be honest, guys, you really don't even, if you caught this pop, if you caught this huge pop to the upside, or you caught the drop to the downside, you really don't care what happens going into the close. I'm just being honest, more than likely, right? So, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, let it do its thing. Be smart, guys. If you're green, right? This account's green. Not looking to give any of that back, right? Up 22.45, right? So I'm not gonna give any of that back going into the close. We got about a little bit more than 31 minutes left, guys, for us to go into the close. You got Nvidia doing a release right now. They're speaking. Market clearly didn't like what was. You had a pop on, I guess, something that he said, and then you had a sell off to the downside. So now, if the market is really gonna try to position itself for tomorrow, going into, you know, the market open and after hours, etc., you could possibly get a pop to the upside. Who knows, right? Who knows? They held us all day just to drop to the news. Yep, I agree. That's exactly what happened, Char. But look at this pop back up. You guys see what I'm saying here? You see this reaction? Right back up off of this little support area. This is what I was referring to, chat. So there is about a 30+ point pop right back up off of that support area. 35-point pop right back up. So you start seeing basically price get back above 700, 706, guys. You would be looking for possibly more continuation back to the upside. Current candle doesn't have a wick, so that could be a pop candle, right? You're just kind of watching to see how this plays out. XRP, $688 left on my eval. I think I'm done for the day while I'm green. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Be smart, chat. As we're kind of waiting, we're building up for obviously that 350 time. if you're green, drop your dollar amount or how many points you're up on the session is up to you, right? How much, if you made money today, chat, how you looking? Shout out to Sebastian in Colombia. 75 points, $188, 3,900. We got 125 points. Nice, up $500. I guess Jay Monta, or it's saying real break even on the day. 1240, 4K, 500, and take profit trader. Let's go. 184, 72 points. Nice. 133 points. 320 points was trading Asia. Gotcha. Cool. 500 points. 500 and take profit. Nice. Negative 200, $40. Or 40 points, sorry. 2750, 32, 30, 1700. Nice. See how we're kind of curling over here, guys? Like, I would not be super short bias, to be honest with you, right? You almost, doesn't mean that it can't happen, but you had a high put in at 24,816.25, and then you had a sharp pullback. We're back inside of the opening range, believe it or not, guys. We're right back inside of that range. So does the market have enough momentum to kind of get us out of this range going into the close? That's the question. 1,700, 180 to pass for my first eval ever. Hey, Isaiah, man. I'm happy to hear it. Keep going. Keep pushing. I was up 800, took some L's, got down to $46 green, now back to 462. Let's go. So, if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid. Would not be surprised if we get a pop here, to be honest, back up, but we'll see. Do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. Hit the like button. We have well over 2,600 people tuned into the show. Just had a banging trade on a break of 24,720 on a pop right to the upside. And basically you had Nvidia kind of come out with some news there that kind of steered the market that direction. We got 2,700 people, guys, trying to get to 1,000 likes, because that would basically put us on the day up. That would put us at 3,200 likes on the day, guys, right? Combined between this stream and the morning stream. So felt like I dropped some sauce today. Did my best. Dropped a little Raisin Cane sauce. Took some pretty good trade setups. Got chopped on a few, but that's trading. Right? In a nutshell, guys. It's not always going to work out, but hey, we're green. We'll take it. That wick on the 1 hour is interesting. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. Yeah, that long exhaustion wick. Yeah, it kind of makes you. That's why I'm saying, guys, right? Like I'm not. You gotta kind of think this through at this point, guys. Like if you're green, that was, in my opinion, that was almost better than the MOC trade. That last pop that we had, right? I mean, like now, if it gives you more going into the close, it gives you more, but. If you're not content with a 100-point pop in one candle, I'm not quite sure what else you're looking for at 3 o'clock plus in the afternoon. So, when a lot of times it's chop suey. We're still inside the opening range as well, guys. So keep that in mind. We are inside of the opening range. And we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. We're at 960 likes. We need 40 more likes on the stream, and we'll be over 3,200 likes on the day. Gotta love it. Shout out to Marv. Bro, your stream has been a blessing. Never seen so much green. Appreciate your professionalism. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, man. Honestly. It was a great day. It was great. D made my day. Hey, you did all the work. Guys, if you're green on the session chat, hey, that's kudos to you. I don't take credit for that. I didn't hit buy or sell for you at all, right? It's not like I'm trading for you, so I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to provide financial advice. So just a matter of you basically seeing something that you agree with on the chart and you're taking the same setup. You gotta love it. But I'm not here to take credit for your W's, right? Like that's not I'm just basically analyzing the market, guys, and taking trades based off what I see. So there's a lot of gamma at 24,610. You think it would head back down there? Anything's possible, guys. When you got Nvidia kind of talking right now, you got to treat this almost like a news trade, chat, right? Because we know that Nvidia has a lot of impact on NQ. So clearly you saw that with those candles up here at right at these with these candles at 305 and 310. So you know that it has a lot of impact on NQ. So he could say one thing, the CEO can say one thing, chat, and the market agrees with it, and we fly. He can say one thing and the market doesn't agree with it, and all of a sudden we flush, right? So you got to almost treat this like a new setup here. So I would be very cautious going into MOC, especially if you're green on the day, right? Not to give those profits back. That's just my advice, guys. Tomorrow's another day, chat. It's only Monday, right? It's only Monday, so there's a lot of trading left for the rest of the week. And if you're green, there's nothing like going into the end of the day green. You know tomorrow's another day, and you live to fight. You fight the battle tomorrow. Shout out to the City Rooster. He's on Cloud 9 right now. Let's go. Detail the truth. Did Jerome kick out the ladders for the roof this morning? Oh, man. You got to love it. They tried to hold us back, guys. They tried to hold us down, but we said, you know what? It's not going to happen. Never fear. The BDH is still here. Oh, man. Fed interest rate this week. So ranging until then, yeah, it could be. Who knows? Who knows, guys? Right? We're gonna never fear. Tomorrow we'll do it again and we'll find out, right? So as a price action trader, chat, momentum trader, you're not really concerned. You know, you're trying to trade what the market gives you. And if all you can hope for is some decent price action, right? You want some decent volatility in the market in either direction where, you can get a trade set up basically that kind of agrees with how you trade, etc., right? It matches your qualifications to take a trade. That's all you can ask for, chat. We don't control the market one bit. So, all you can do is hope for desired price action. Doesn't mean you're going to get it. He owes you child support. Who owes you child? Tobias. Who owes you child support? Tobias is an actual guy name. So unless that's like your son's name or husband's name or something like that, are you a guy and you're saying somebody owes you child support? We escaped a lot of the weirdness at 11:30, but Tobias, you got some explaining to do, man. Oh man. Will PW be live for Asia tonight? I'm not sure, guys. To be honest, I don't know his schedule. As far as I know, he's racing trucks right now, obviously, so he posted that. But I don't know how much free time he's gonna have after that, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. Make no mistake about it. I mean, I'm sure he'll pop in here and there. Obviously, he did the stream yesterday. He streamed Saturday, the Pokemon event, which was cray with Lil Ray Ray. So I'm sure he will here and there. Don't be late tomorrow. Hey, never fear. We'll be here. So don't you worry. Oh, man. Somebody said, Tobias, have you met BB? Guys, I got no hard feelings about with Mimi, guys. I was just answering a question, right? It's kind of like, hey, if you got to make a statement, and sure enough, right after that, we had like a 20-point trade, right? But it's like funny how some people get impatient, guys. They don't want to wait for, they want you to take a trade when they want you to take a trade, and you can't do that, right? You got to go based off of your own like qualifications to take a trade. That's all. So. Oh man. Pick your lunch up on the way in. Funkle Tim, pick your lunch up on the way in. No breaks for you. That would be a negative, sir. I will be taking a lunch tomorrow. Make no mistake about it. You have to, guys. You need a break, right? You need a mental break, because if you want to see this, the afternoon session, as we continue to kind of sell off here, you're getting a rejection, guys, off the 14 and 50 EMA. So that's not great if you're a bull, right? We're starting to form a bearish EMA cross on the 5-minute chart. So you see how we got, so we're starting to kind of roll over here. But once again, this is the line in the sand for me, chat, right? So there's 24,652.75. You lose that level, could get some downside action really quick to 620 or lower. Right, so you want to see a candle basically close below this little support level to kind of emphasize that we could be possibly headed lower. I'm just drawing a line on the chart so it's a little easier to see there. So you break that level, you close below it, you could get a pretty quick reaction to the downside. You got the EMA sitting at 24,626. That's a 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So we had some unconventional. I feel like we had MOC a little earlier today, guys, right? I think that was the MOC that drop. Obviously, you're getting a sell-off here. If you're short, congrats on that. But I think the real move, the crazy volatility happened on this long pop here that kind of called out, right? And then you had a bearish reaction on the next candle, guys. So I think it's could be hard to top that going into the close. You're coming up on 15 minutes left before the market officially closes out, not including, obviously, after hours. I think Mimi wants a cookie. Oh, man. You got to love it. Nvidia pumping, but NQ lagging. Yeah, but make no mistake about it, guys. You might get some fireworks going into the close here. Let's check this out. So, all right. So this is Nvidia on the right-hand side of your screen, guys. 5-minute chart. You had a little pump there, but you probably need it back above 185, 184 area, right? 184.13, 50 EMA, and then you might get more upside. If we stay below the EMAs, you could get more sell side pressure kind of stepping in to the market. So this is Nvidia on the right hand side of your screen, guys. 5-minute chart, right? You're kind of eyeing that to see how it's going to react. 15-minute chart right now, previous candle was bullish, right? So like I said, if you pop this these highs, you're looking for continuation up. And we did it, guys. We got over 1,000 likes on the stream. I appreciate the support. So that puts us on the day, believe it or not, 3,300 likes. I appreciate the support. I don't take it for granted, guys. If you're new to the stream and this is your first time rocking out with the BDH, we rock out Monday through Friday. We're just trying to make a little money. You already know. So if you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. If you're a loyal viewer of the streams day in and day out, you're the real MVP. And you already know. I love you. I love you. So yeah, it's gonna be a little interesting, right? Can Nvidia pick up steam here, guys? Going into the close. You're getting close. You got 2 minutes and 26 seconds for MOC. Gotta save yourself a template for easy chart configs, my G. Yeah, I don't switch enough over to Nvidia to do that, to be honest with you. It takes 2 seconds. I'm not worried about it, man. I just wanted to show it because we're obviously kind of talking about Nvidia here. Oh man, I just saw Ginger's stream, guys. DMONEY is really AI. He doesn't need to eat. Let's go. You gotta love it. Algo time. Yeah, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if the fireworks are done, guys, or if we get a flush here. We just broke below the 15-minute candles ORB low of 24,652, chat. Took us all day basically to do that. Can you believe that? Took us all day, chat. Literally all day. Cray cray with Lil Ray Ray. Because we've been bouncing back and forth, consolidating, kind of going into this time here. So we're getting ready. We got 45 seconds left. And you got NQ on the left, guys. You got Nvidia on the right-hand side of your screen, both on the 5-minute chart. All right, here we go. So far down, kind of interesting. No top wick on the current 5-minute candle, just a flush so far. And we lost that level, guys. So remember, that was the level that I had drawn out. If you lose 650 and you close below it, you could get a flush down here to 628 or maybe even 623. So shorts are in control. The bears are in control at the moment for sure. Nvidia is having a hard time on the right-hand side of the screen as well, getting back above that 200 EMA, guys. But no current. What's a little strange is that there is no current top wick on the current 5-minute candle on NQ chat. So that's the only thing, and Nvidia's trying to push. So look out here for NQ, guys, for maybe a pump here. Look out for NQ, guys. There's the pump. Nvidia's trying to push, and NQ is pushing to the upside here. And let's see if there's continuation. So you had a small pump on Nvidia. NQ responded as well with a pop to the upside off these lows down here, about a 32-point pop. And you still got quite a bit of time left on the current 5-minute candle. You got over 3 minutes. And NQ's looking pumpy, guys. I'm not gonna this is looking like they want to send this you would want to see basically it hold because it could be a little choppy here. You would want to see it hold and basically get back above 685 on the 5-minute chart. If they can't do that, then any pump could be short-lived, chat. And then you look on the right-hand side of your screen, Nvidia is starting to have an issue here, kind of holding this 183.50 level. So it's having a hard time, looking like it wants to roll over. D-Money, should I trade minis or micros? Yeah, that's a personal thing. It depends on your account size, right? If you got a 25K account, maybe a smart idea to kind of size down. Once you grow the account, there's nothing wrong with sizing up. PW kind of talks about that a lot as well, right? So nothing wrong with that, being strategic. So it depends on your account size. Obviously, if you got a 150K account, you know, and you're trading a mini or a couple minis, right? As long as you can measure your stop loss, guys, you got a measured stop loss that makes sense, and you're not risking, you know, crazy amount per trade, and you got pretty good risk management. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But there's a lot of people out there, chat, that make a lot of money with micros. So kind of muted. I mean, it's right. You got an indecision candle that's kind of forming. So you might be kind of lining up for the last 5-minute firework scenario here on NQ. Close as a doji. That to me is pushy to the upside, to be honest, for a pop potentially. Nvidia is struggling, chat. you are having some struggles here on Nvidia. Not able to kind of gain momentum here. And Q's trying to pop to the upside. You get back above 671, you would be targeting basically 680 to 690 level, which is the 14 and 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Or higher. Kind of trapped some people down here that tried to short it possibly going into the close. Throw some people off, right? So kind of muted. And like I kind of felt, chat, we had that huge crazy pop earlier. And in my opinion, that was probably the best price action. Anything can happen here, though, going into the last 3 minutes. Thank you, DMONEY. See you tomorrow. Hey, Alex, see you tomorrow. All right, you got about 2 minutes and 37 seconds left, guys. Nvidia is trying to push on the right-hand side of your screen. It's trying to form into a doji candle. And it's funny because sometimes, guys, you can kind of like sense it, right? You're like, yeah, that 100-point swing in either direction probably was the highlight play. So far, that's kind of holding up. But we're going into the close. Let's see what happens here. Nvidia turned green. So you might get some fireworks here to the upside. Keep an eye out, chat. Got about a minute and 12 seconds left. D-Money, where'd you learn to trade? Yeah, 10 years of bouncing around from strategy to strategy, going through the fire, blowing accounts, feeling like I want to quit, feeling like I'm the world's worst trader, all that stuff, right? It took 10 years to basically get to where I'm at right now, man, to be honest. But I appreciate the kind words. And there's the pop. There's the pop, guys. Nvidia is trying to push on the right-hand side of your screen as well. So kind of felt like it took too long to break down, right? If it was going to break down, guys, price just couldn't do it, right? So that's when you kind of start looking for a price to possibly reverse back the opposite direction, going into the close, and then you kind of go from there. So you got about 10 seconds left. Pretty good day here, guys. This account's green, right? $2,245. We'll take it for the day today. Tomorrow's another day, guys. We're not going to force anything here. We had a pretty good pop on this craziness from Nvidia, news related, right? 305 and 310 you had a drop, so nothing to write home about now, to be honest. But that's all she wrote, chat. Tomorrow we'll be back again for the market open. So we'll be back at 9 o'clock. So do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We just out here trying to make a little money. Keep Jerome off the roof. Oh, man. See you in AMD Money. Thank you for keeping the chat in line while making money. Hey, brave day. I appreciate the kind words. Definitely try. So, yeah, guys, I think pretty good day today. We're not going to force anything at this point. It's officially closed at this point, right? You got after hours trading. We're not going to mess around with that. Had a few trades today. Got chopped up on. That's trading in a nutshell, guys. When you spend basically all day inside of the opening range. And funny enough, chat, guess what? We literally we're back inside the 15-minute ORB, guys. You got to laugh about it. I mean, it's 4 o'clock and we're still inside. So that's all she wrote, chat. We're going to call it tomorrow. Don't you fear. Another D-Money show is here. 9 o'clock. We'll be back doing it live from the BDH. So I'm going to go do some shopping, guys. I don't have my daughter for the next 2 days. And I'm going to enjoy my little break. So from the terrible twos. So I'll catch you tomorrow. It's been real. We gone.